Yeah. Some sort of auto crafty thingy. What hi there, Johns. And hello, Benjamin. I was working on this yesterday. What I'd like to do, see, we have, also hi everybody. I'm here. We're going to do stuff. I have a meeting at 5. We'll get stuff done until the meeting at 5. So we have we stand here and do stuff area. This is our, like, crafty thingy area. What I'd like is a little something here where I could put stuff in there and it just crafts it. That's simple. Have like a barrel or two that I can feed items into and have them go into a hopper and feed stuff in. Now, it sounds kind of stupid, like, why would you want that? Can't you just craft the items by hand? Yes, I could. Not always easy. The best example, dispensers. This would allow me to have one hopper on the top of it that's feeding in redstone and cobble, and another one on the side of it that's feeding in bows. That would be awesome. I'm assuming you can feed to the side of this thing. I never actually tested that theory. I need to make some hoppers anyway. Let me go upstairs and make a bunch of hoppers, because I could use hoppers for this build. And I'm trying to make it as small as possible right now. We've got it functioning. Now I want to make it smaller. This is where I'm going to see if it... Because we're going to look at... I'm going to have to encase it, obviously. That's a given. We're in water. It's going to need to be encased. So we got to take into account the encasing of it and how big it's going to be versus how we can make it smaller. We need to have a signal of 9 go out from the crafter from a comparator out of the crafter into a block and then around in a circle and back to it. The question is, can we make it so that that signal is shorter by using a second comparator attached to something with this putting a signal into it? You'll see what I mean in a minute. But that is compared to how big would it be if I just did the 9 out and then just encased it anyway. Yeah. Where's iron? What I put iron? I had a bunch... I've been storing random crap here. Okay, that's how I put it. Okay. I also have a really lot of spruce on me right now. It should go in here. There's no room in here. Mob drops. You're going to mob drops, I guess. Cooked mob drop. You technically cooked stuff. We'll play with that later. Oh, that's the yeah. And that is the wood. See, this is what I would like it for too. I'd like to be able to just put a bunch of wood in here and stuff like that, and have it just like craft stuff together. So I got these out for half slabs. But I wanted it to be like nice and like, you know, not invasive. Be like a simple design, and I wanted to just kind of float in the air like this. But honestly, half slabs are going to make it so I don't have to shift right click every time I do that. Otherwise, I open the door, which is annoying. All right, turn that into no. Do that. Do that. Do that. Wait, hold on. Before I do that. Do that. Now do that. Thank you. Oh, come on. I'm busy. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay, I gotta focus. What if you don't know, JoJo has been hired to come after me. It's awkward. Okay, so this is about as tight as I can make the signal if I just have it go around in a loop. Okay, so that is, and then we have to encase that in blocks, so that would be, accounting for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks long, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide, so 6 by 7. Alright. Yeah, because the resin with Dyer hired. Because role play. Okay. I didn't just jump because I saw a bat. No, a bat did not just make me jump. Oh. The particles from my haste effect are disturbing me. Okay. So now, if we take this signal here, and we shrink it somehow. So let's take a comparator. And we send this signal to here. Except we want to just do that on a solid block. Okay. Now we want to subtract that signal by putting another comparator here. And then we put down... Oh, let's just do it with a hopper right now because I have... No, I can do it... Yeah, let's do it with a hopper right now because I have a hopper on me. And... we need to add a bunch of items. A bunch of non-stackable items would be easier. Still wouldn't. That's still going out far enough. Like the signal right now would go around here and back into this spot. I would need to cover up all that spot. This makes it so that it's shorter. It's not as wide. Actually, it's not as wide twice because we only need to put blocks here and blocks here. That's good. Can we do better? Like this, whatever block we put here would actually serve as the block to stop this thing from getting wet. So we could make this like a dispenser. A dispenser would make it so that we could... Can it compare... Hold on. Can a comparator detect the signal from a composter? Oh, I need something to put into it now. Where's the nether? Dadgummit. Where's the nether stuff? Yeah, give me this. This is usually really good for composting. A second crafter is also a good idea. That... Why is that 8? Oh, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, it never reaches a high enough signal. I like the idea of a second crafter, though. That's pretty... Well, the only problem with the second crafter is it would look like that you're going to use that crafter with the crafter. Because this is a crafty thingy, so, I mean, having a crafter next to the crafter crafting thing is kind of a weird. A decorated pot. Can emit a signal of 8 with 32 items. Decorated pot. I don't think I've ever made one. I don't even know where if I have clay, I don't know where I have clay. Well, they're just called decorated pots. Oh yeah, you might have some at Goodland, but I mean like here. Right. I know I have clay. Let's go break down some of this, because if I'm gonna do this, I'd rather just do enough to do a full stack of bam, a full thing of lava. Unfortunately, because I don't have... This is Silk Touch. So... And I don't feel like getting a second shovel right now. We want a stack in 36. Hack, are you using create? This is Minecraft. There is no create. There's no game-changing mods. There we go. Going up. Going this one. 64. 36. There we go. How much lava I got left anyway? Oh, we're good. We gotta go collect soon. You're having problems with your create version. Well, I like, on the one hand, I'm like, oh, well, I use create all the time. My technical ability in fixing things is so pathetic. I can't say that I'm going to be able to help with that. As much as I'd like to say, sure, hit me with the problem, I know me. I'm not going to know the answer. I can almost guarantee you I am not going to know the answer. I want to get a barrel. I need barrels over here. I'm going to put all the barrels that I've crafted up here. Yeah, I'm going to get like 3 barrels. That'll be good. kill that for a moment. If I put a hopper here and an item here, yeah, that works. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it works from the side, too. It made sense that it would, but I wasn't guaranteed on that. Okay, continue doing that. Okay, so if I put... I was making a pot. We gotta go make a pot. I'm assuming that it's 4 bricks. That in my brain, that's the recipe. Like, just 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. Yeah, that. That's it. So if I put this here, and I put... I can't break it and get it back, can I? Can I break it with this? Yes, good. Alright. And if we put... Okay, so let's watch this. Right now it's at 8. 4. 2. 1. There we go. 32 items. Oh, it's a half a stack. That's even better. It's perfect. So now I put one thing here. Craft. Uncraft. Cool. Okay. We can make it smaller. I need a dispenser. Is there a dispenser in here? Or not a dispenser, a dropper. I need a dropper. Let me look at this for a second. Least number of items to make a full stack. Or to make a full signal of 8. 1 stack and 32. Furnace. Okay, so furnace then. Wait, how are you going to get 1 stack and 32 in there? That doesn't make any freaking sense. You can't get more than 1 stack. Okay, I don't think that's possible. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me... Alright, maybe it's possible? Like, you can't actually cook a stick, right? That works. Okay. Well, what do you frickin' know? Okay, okay. Take this. Take this out. Take this. Move this to here. This to here. This to here. 64. 32. It freaking works. That's so cool. This isn't necessary. Which means the only thing you got to cover is that. It's literally that easy. Is there even... I think there's like one redstone. There's one redstone. We got to cover here too. This is important to cover. Right here has... It's got to have a comparator right there to go to here, to go to here, go around like that. So it takes 3 comparators, 1 furnace. That is so cool. I love it. That's perfect. Okay, let's go build it. What do I use for blocks? I don't know. It's got... I want it to look good, obviously. We could stick with, trapdoors, maybe. Then it might accidentally open them. Put this away. We don't need any more than what I have. That goes in here. Okay, let's work on the design really quick here. So we were going to have one here. We're going to have one here. We're going to have a barrel on the top of this going like this. That's not a barrel. That's a freaking hopper. That just went inside. Of course it did. Just going to make it easier to place the barrel. Yep. And a barrel here. Same thing. Down here, we have a barrel for the output. Items go in. Items go out. Done. Okay. You can do a cool facade on the front of it using trapdoors on this part. That should be no problem. I want to know what are we going to use for blocks to go around the thing. This is all unnecessary. I want to make sure that we remove anything that is not actually a redstone component so that we can see what actually needs to be here and what doesn't. We can remove that one. Get this back. Where is it? Oh, there you are. Okay. I can hear you a distance away. Yeah, I think dark oak trapdoors to go all the way around it. We're going to want some kind of a slab to cover it. I wish I had my sword on me right now. The look of the crafter itself is like that. That's got an oak feel to it, but I do kind of like the iron. So, honestly, andesite. We want andesite. That's gonna look good. Let's go get some andesite slabs. Andesite. This one. We won't need very much. Oh, I should get the dark oak trap doors too. Hold on. Hey. Pop that out, please. Thank you. Dang it. If only it wasn't so slow to spit out multiple items. But, you know, that's just a hopper thing. I can't do much about that. Well, that's helpful. Let's put a block here for a moment. Okay, that one's going to open and close. Actually, it might always stay open. Or stay in that position. That should... Actually, a lot of them might do that. That's right! Okay, let's do some alterations of things, so... So that's a thing! You'll never hear it! Alright, well, there's another thing we can use. We're gonna need more dark oak. Okay, every single... I can't wait till this is all organized. That's the wood chest. I always click this one, then this one, then this one. Because evidently whenever I aim for that one, I hit this one, and I'm like, oh, well, it must be the one above it. And then I hit this one, and I hit... well, I guess it must be the one below it, and I hit this one. It's like the USB of freaking chests. The wood chest is never the chest. Okay, we're going to put a trapdoor on the freaking front of this. That's the wood chest. That is the freaking chest with wood in it. I didn't put it in the chest with wood in it. That's the freaking chest with wood in it. All right. How many redstone farms have you built in your life? Oh, a dirt farm. But trees take 12 real-time hours to grow on the server and play on optimizing around that. A dirt farm. I mean, I know you can farm dirt. I know you can. This is more about the why. Alright, so we're going to put these down. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But that was a recipe. Oh, there you go. These are going to be changed out for the andesite. But at least we can see what this looks like. Now, it's going to... The redstone signal will cause some issues. Like, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, please tell me it doesn't spam that sound. That's so dumb. Why does it make so much noise? Why would you decide to make so... I'm glad we tested it before putting it out. That'd have been really awkward if I put it upstairs and I turned it on and it did that. All right, hold on. I gotta go return some coffee. 1 second. I'll be the good streamer. Hit the be right back button. So I can't use trapdoors. And I can't use shelves. I can't use iron trapdoors because iron trapdoors react to a signal. Same with the copper ones. There's nothing aesthetically pleasing that I can use right now. I need to use whole blocks. There's no choice. I need to use whole blocks. That sucks. People keep talking about how the server is modified and all the little things that they add to the game, and we have the Smurfs and little things like that. Can we just add vertical slabs? Can we just add vertical slabs? Just that, except without that. Just a vertical slab. Doesn't react to redstone. Looks nice and pretty. Nope, can't have it. Can't freaking have it. Alright, fine. Copper grates do waterlog, yeah. So do fences. Fences wouldn't hug the sides of it. I'll strip it. That's basically what I'm thinking. Yeah, it'll have to do. I can't do anything better than that. It'll have to do. Technically, I could just do it like this. Wait a minute, hold on. When I did the trapdoory thing... Oh, we can do that at least. We can do this. So we can't do that. Oh, who was that? Jen, congratulations on their 18-month backup. That is acceptable. At least the front half of it doesn't look so bad. That is acceptable. All right, let's make it. We're gonna need those. Alright, let's see how quickly I fill up my inventory here. Didn't need that. Didn't need that. Not that. I don't need the seeds. That was for something else completely different. We can get rid of that now. We don't need the composters. That's recovering hoppers. Just do need 3 hoppers. Now this is supposed to be redstoning stuff, and it's now more than redstoning stuff. That's fine. It'll do fine. Okay. I am very surprised I was able to pick all that up. You skimmed that one too fast. I'm sorry, Jad. Jad! Hi, Jad! I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of redstone. That's easily a distracting thing. Congratulations on your 51-month pack anniversary! I said 18, didn't I? Next month is your 4th Packers dozen. Okay, so if I got this right, we're gonna put down a barrel here. Get the main event down first. Crafter. The hopper. And a hopper. Last barrel goes here. Top barrel goes here. Last hopper goes here. That's where the comparator is going to go. That's going to be interesting to get into place. We need to surround this thing with wood and all the stuff. We can do an andesite. So we gotta do the 2 other things. The observer. This one's gotta. Hold on. That one looks this way. That one looks this way. Sticky piston goes here. Granite slab block goes here. Oven goes here. It's 64, 32 put into it. Trap door goes here and here. As well as right here. Now we put down some slabs on the top. Okay. With that, we can now get the water out down here. This is going to be an interesting part. I think what we're going to have to do is put a, like, an air chamber thingy right here. We're going to be able to get in and out. So do that. Now we can put down some slabs down here. So like this, this, and this. That looks good. Get that back. Okay. We need a comparator pointing... Oh, crap. We need it to point the other way. Huh. If I take this out right now, where's it go? Or where's the water go? All the way through. Okay. This is not going to go well. Oh, we got to remove these. We're going to have to go like this. There. Now I can place the comparator. There it is. Nope. Nope. Fine, put it there. We can put the crafter back. Now we need to take this. It needs to have the signal come out of there. This needs to be a comparator going that way. Crap, now we gotta do it again. Well, actually, I think I can just take this and this out, and I can put the comparator there. Okay? Okay. Now we need to put a comparator here on subtract to go into that. And we need to put a redstone right there. I think that's it. Like right now, if I tell you 1. Yeah, there we go. And if I tell you 9... Sweet. Should be able to cover that up too. Good. We're done. Covered up. Been wanting to do this for a while. Dang it. Okay. Let me put my bow away for a moment. Well, duh. I faced the crafter the wrong direction. Okay. And it did make one dropper. So it's not perfect. Well, it makes some droppers in the process. I guess I can live with that. Okay, so I need to take this out. Okay, I made a lot of droppers. Okay. Don't tell me it's facing down. Wait, what? No, it should be facing this way. It should be facing to the south. Yeah. That's right. Okay, dang it. No. Alright, well, it's going to make more droppers. Oh. Yeah. Fine. I don't think I can fix that either. I know how to fix it. I don't think I can do it, though. The way to fix it is to have the piston move the observer that's in front of the crafter instead of the observer over. So you need to move that observer, not that observer. I can't, and to make it this tiny, I can't do that. Because the oven is right here. The signal is coming from a comparator standing right here that's pointing to a block right here, which goes to a redstone right here, which goes to the comparator on subtract right here, with a comparator coming from here to here. If we were going to move the piston to this, thank you, to this spot, no, to this spot, to move an observer here to this spot. Because the signal's coming from right here to here. This needs to be a solid block here because the comparator on top of this one is on top of a hopper, which is the thing that's retrieving the items. You can't move this block here, so that's going to go to a signal right here no matter what, and you need to pull that signal out with something. You could pull it out with a repeater, but it doesn't matter. Well, honestly, you need to pull it out with redstone because you need it to maintain the signal strength. And you would need to send that to this piston that would be right here. The best way to do that, actually, that piston would activate. There's nothing you can do to stop that. That would just activate the piston. You couldn't stop it. The moment this got any signal coming out of it at all, that signal would activate. Because if the comparator is right here, and it's going to a solid block right here, and you're trying to move the observer from here to here, the piston would have to be in this exact spot. And since the piston's here and the solid block is here, that solid block would be sending a signal to that piston every time at the moment that you put a single item into the crafter, or block this, or block a single one of these. Which means you would have to take this vertically. Because you would want to then take the piston and put the piston right here, pointing the observer downwards or upwards. It doesn't really matter which. You need to go up or down. And at that point, you're going to have to snake it around, and it would get a lot more bulky. It would get a lot more bulky. At that point, you have the signal coming out of here at 9. From here, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it'd be an odd number signal, which means you would need to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to go out even further. You need to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit a block. Man, it would be... It would be very long and very bulky, but it would be much more functional. And doing the furnace trick would... You could do it, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as efficient because you got to get the signal up to there. So you got to go from here, 1, 2, at the minimum you need, so the comparator would have to be like facing into this block. Piston would be here. You're either going to face it into a comparator facing this block here, into the piston itself, or into this block here, which means then the comparator would have to be on this block here, which you would have to cover up like this. Then you could have the furnace here pointing at a comparator here. Which I don't think would get a signal from down here going up through the furnace. That shouldn't happen. So if you did that, you could reduce that signal a little bit, but you'd still need to go from 1, 2, 3. I think the lowest you could get it is 3. So I think it could work. Yeah, I don't. We're gonna have to work on it. We're gonna. It's less functional right now. If you ever put something in there that has a item that's going to be fed into it and run out, and that's gonna craft a second thing, then it's always going to have an issue. So I gotta figure out. I gotta do something. I'm hoping that this fixes it. And yeah, a slower input would be fine for the most part, as long as you don't... I mean, fast is good. Fast is good. Fast is good. Fast is good. Because... fast is good. Fast is good. Otherwise, I would need to set up a clock. This is a very simple clock to set up, alright? I don't think I could set up a simple clock to fit in that spot that would work, because you got to always go into like some sort of stupid little circle or something like that with repeaters and other comparators, and like a decent clock. I think it's a minimum of a 3x3, and you still got to cover it up to get the water out of it. And I think it's probably got to be more than that. I don't think it could get smaller than that, and that would be slower, which would be more controllable. Oh man, that would get big. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna have to play with that. Alright, I'm gonna go empty just a little bit more coffee, and then when I come back, we're gonna go ahead and switch up to Spelunky. I have less than an hour. So we're gonna get like 1 or 2 runs in. So I'll be back in a moment. Let's go ahead and just get it loaded up, though. Hold on. 2. Here we go. Okay, 1 minute. generators. Just as I walk away. Okay, I have about 50 minutes. Let's see if we can get a couple runs in here, shall we? All right. The bets are up. Let's see how we die today. Chair raid dance. Nice. Get out of my way. Good. Okay. Oh, we gotta do it. Well, yep, we gotta get out of that way. And honestly, I deserve that. Dog, are you on the other side of the wall? You're on the other side of the wall. We can't get you. Hey, come here. Come get stuck in this thing. Come here. Don't get stuck in this thing. Ooh, bombs. Well, we can't get pugs, so here we go. Rock. Rock better. Where's that rock? You know what? You, come here. Yeah. There. Rock's easier. I wanted to throw that guy down there to actually catch the arrow, which would be kind of fun, but... that works. I need that. Thank you. I think it's triggered another trap, actually. Oh, I thought I heard a trap. I wonder where it is. I literally need to run through it to get out of here. At least for once, it's not a mystery. Alright, something to throw and go. Sorry, turkey. You can at least clear the way down below for me. Thank you, turkey. More bombs! Oh. Did he just die? Oh, that's convenient. All right, thank you. And that would have been my reward. A couple gold coins. Do you know what happens when you combine 2 turkeys and a bomb? Thanksgiving. No, we're fine. Okay. Yep, but I give up thanks for the turkey. There. Okay. Do I want to keep the turkey? Is it worth 2 bombs to keep the turkey? Nope. Okay. Oh. Hi. I don't need any of that, but thank you. Stay on the thing. Ah, there's the key. Glad that worked. I can jump. Okay, now I hear pugs. Where's pugs? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, I actually need the gun to get him. Alright, we're good. And with that, I'm closing bets. Get your last bets in now. Just making sure. We have bets from Blessed Eternal, Ryu Saber, and Anime Girl. Does anyone else want to get some bets in before I hit the button? Because we're about to leave I just left 2-1. That is normally when we close bets. Okay. Closing. I don't want to mess with that. It's turkey. Okay. Yeah, that's nothing. Just gold. Yeah, nothing else in here. Just a bunch of gems that I don't really care about right now. Oh. That was easy. Down we go. Where'd the arrow go? I guess the arrow went all the way down. If we can get this, if we can get the rock dog up with the puzzle, that's all we need. Part 1. Part 2. There we go. Going down. Dang it. Nothing. No snakes or anything to get a little bit of extra blood. Well, frick! Well, I almost got it. Here, you two play. Put that down. No! The funny thing is that the only reason they were alive is because I wanted more blood from the vampires. I just happened to shoot them. Well, he died. Kind of want to know what that is. Sure. Not carrying it. I don't think that's the right way. Wheel! Another one bites the dust. So that's where I have to bring the key to, huh? How far up is the key? Well, if I had sticky bombs, one bomb away. I don't. So, no. Oh, frickin'. Well, screwed that one up a little bit. Yeah, definitely screwed that one up a little bit. I gotta go like this now. All right. Grab dinner. A little lower. I can stand right here. Let's be safe. By the way, this is the only run. We are not going to have time for another run now. Oh, well, that's gone. There's like no platforms left, man. Whoa. There's gotta be a hole down here somewhere. I made a big mess. Yep. Dang, stinking little turd. Nothing. No blood. Oh! Got a little blood. Okay. No blood. Oh, that just fell far. Did anybody see what it was? I mean, I don't even know if it survived. it's worth a rope to look. Yep, it was a rope. Might as well get these guys. Oh no, can't reach that. There. Go get the rock! Well, he got the rock. We want to get these guys to go low before they do something stupid. Okay, you go down there. Good job, buddy. Have fun down there. Oop, nope, nope. Now I can do this. Oh, pay first. All right, let's just put that down. And let's not pick that up. Oh, oh, oh. That was almost dead, man. You didn't make it. That's better. That's good enough. There we go. This doesn't matter because we're going to have to die at this point anyways. So let's just go ahead and put this down here. I'm not even going to try to do a different version. We're just going to go down here and get ourselves killed. There we go. Try and do the explosive method. Well, the other explosive method. I don't think was going to work very well, and it would just wasted bombs. That I mean, I have bombs, but I don't want to waste bombs because they're bombs. I like bombs. Well, that was helpful. Went for more blood and to get health, ended up with one less health. Dang! No! All right, Pugs, you got to help me out here, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Fine. Okay, what do I got to throw? Let me throw this. No, 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 no. Well, got me some blood. Still ended up at 4, but... Now, let's see what's in here. There, that got me a little bit of healing. Where there's one bat, there can be more bats. Like that one. Back at 4. Well, at least I got ropes. Jeez. All right. Okay. And that's how the bomb bounces. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's Spelunky, evidently. And for today's stream. Who can I send you guys off to right now? Is there anybody on who's not about to go into this meeting? Captain Q. I'm going to send you to Captain Q. All right. All bits, tips, and resubs, but you guys, we survived. But that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.